Hello everyone, this is Suntan2 and welcome to another mod overview, this time on XP Holder. I'm just going to cover some things in that for now, just in case I miss them. It stores 50 experience levels by default, it's configurable. You can right click to deposit, shift right click on that to remove. Mending works, but it's as efficient as getting experience normally. I don't know too much about that, but it definitely details a bit here. Vanilla when picking experience. Requires more experience to repair a tool durability, as well as a bunch of other things. I don't know too much about that. You'll probably understand it better than I do, since I rarely use mending, or consider what it is. More experience you have in depositing, getting back experience, the faster it will be. By looking at it, you'll know how many levels there are, which there'll be like a little display. And then there's 5% loss, which you can, that's by default though, but you can actually change that if you wish. There's obviously the values there. There's the default there, and the default there. Other than that, a bunch of future stuff. The one thing to consider though is one of the recipes, which if I actually go over this briefly, on its own you can't find a recipe for this. You do have recipes for the others though, unless you count the enchanted book of course. You got the following, and you've got the two here. Now you might be thinking to yourself, how do you get a bottle of enchanting? There's no recipe for it, unless certain mods add one. From what I remember, because I actually had to look this up because I actually forgot, is you either get it from trades, which I'm not sure what version this is. It's probably a fairly updated version, I assume. It's been a while since I've actually traded for a bottle of enchanting. Or you can find them at a certain percentage in shipwrecks and other treasure chests. And in 1.14 there's Pillage Outpost, which I haven't actually looked into, so I actually don't know how common that 60% actually will benefit for me, since sometimes when it comes to 50% I'm like, it's not bad, but it depends on how much it really differs, at least from my experience. So again, obsidian container, the following, it's not too bad, and then you put the holder enchantment with this. And then what you also need is both of these, and like so. If I actually do this in survival, I'm just curious, can I actually do it? And I do have to do it the other way around. Yep, so it's 10. You can't just put them in like that. You have to have the holder enchantment, which I don't know how much it takes to get, but I'm assuming it's probably about like how it is with certain ones that have one level. It's probably about as common as Silk Touch or certain other stuff. That's my prediction. I don't know the actual answer to that. But yeah, then when you place in the world, I've just got that like that. It's not too bad. There's a level there. I've got 2 mat displaying stuff in the description. Obviously in that, if you do change the values, the amount of levels, it will display in the description. So while that's 50 by default, if I change that to 100, it will actually change that number there. So it does actually make it very clear. Other than that, you need a stone pickaxe to break it. As you can see by the fact that I've got wit here, sort of hidden by the watermark recording software. You need a stone pick to break it, or higher. As you can see, the sort of green there probably. And if I break this, I'll actually put some stuff in it, and I'll see how much we get a return on. And then it's now down a bit. So that is the XP Holder mod, a simple mod with a fairly expensive vanilla container. But you get the idea, there's quite a bit to it. But it's definitely well worth it, and also as well, since it's also highly configurable with config options, you obviously have quite a bit to differ with how much you'll be getting on certain numeric values, more so than I guess the recipe, but it's a lot more fair probably, I'd say, for where you'll be in the game, storing a lot of XP in comparison to probably a lot other stages of the game. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.